everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working on our book nook style Halloween vignette, which we have started. We're getting there. Y'all come in and say hi. Let me know you're here. We're live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay. I'm going to get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. Hey, Dawn. All right. So we're working on our vignette. It's looking good, guys. Look at that little handle. Gates. All right, so I don't know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna work on it. I don't even know. I just kind of wing it and go as I go, you know. All right, so it looks like a couple people on here. I assume the volume is okay, and I am going to get you guys pulled up top so we can get started. All right, 1 second. Oops. The volume won't be okay if I put my stool on my cord. Sorry. I'm like moving y'all all over the place. I don't think I pulled it out. Okay, let's get you guys flipped around the right way. Let's see, is that the right way? Yep, okay. And straighten up the camera. All right, there. There we go. All right, so what do we need to do today? I need to start adding this ground, but also want to work on the inside. I'm debating if the outside will be more fragile or the inside, because I want to do whichever one is not going to be affected by me moving as much first. Honestly, I'm not real sure. I think the outside will be more fragile, only because this makes it easier to hold. So maybe I should do the inside first, but I do want to go ahead and get my ground cover down because I need that, and that has to dry. So the question is, can I do that and still work on the inside? I think what I'll do is I'll work on the inside, and then if we have time, we'll do the ground cover. I've got some pre-made ground cover bits. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I wanted ground cover that is just, you know, dirt and stuff, because it's going to be like a cemetery. Which way does that go? I should have wrote top and bottom on that. Now I don't know which way it goes. I don't know that it matters a whole lot, as long as it fits over his head. I don't know if I'm using that at all. Okay, so these are my ground bits. So I'll show you how I did that, and I'm going to make up a couple more anyway, because I'm going to be sticking them randomly, and I don't know what size I'll need. Here, we'll do another hand maybe. So I just got a couple of bones from some of my other skeletons that I cut apart last year. And then to make my dirt, this one's already fallen off. To make the little dirt mounds, I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see a little bit better, hopefully. It'll stay in focus on me. Let me get this other light closer. Okay. There. So it's just coffee and tea and little bits of moss with glue, okay? And then I glued it onto cardboard so it could dry. And then what I'm going to do is put the ground on here and add these bits. They're a little bit raised because they are thicker. They take a little longer to dry. I tried to do some mounds. And I thought by putting them on cardboard that I knew I wouldn't be able to pull them off the cardboard, but I can cut the cardboard close enough or just put it underneath the other ground that I put on there. So I'm going to make a couple more of those so you can see how I did that. And then we'll just set those aside to dry. And then what's going to happen is once I figure out where everything goes on the outside, I'll grab a couple of these little tombstones. If I can find them. I think I'm going to use the Tim Holtz ones. I have my moss ones too. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. They're kind of interesting. What else do we need outside? Maybe some candles. I'll pull a couple of candles. I don't know yet. So, all right. I need to put my moon on so I can quit worrying about it. All right, so let's see. Can you guys see this? So, we got this guy. He's going here. This is where the kid is in the barrel. His parents on either side. So he's going in here. Let's see if I got it the right way. There's one way he fit better than the other, and I don't remember which one it was. Let's see if this way. Turn him a little bit. All right, yeah, definitely the other way. So this is the bottom. Let's just write a B on there so I can quit trying to guess. All right, so that's the bottom. That goes there. And right, I've just left his legs on there. I think I'm just gonna put them in like this and let them go between that pole that's there. And his hands will go over either side, and then he just kind of peeks out there. Okay, so he goes there. She goes somewhere here because her hand is on this side of the thing. I might fold her fingers under. I don't know. I might just leave it kind of, but I might. But they're going to go somewhere here. I need my putty. Let me grab my putty. Do I have any? I do. Right. This is just like tacky putty, I guess. It's used like museum wax is. Sometimes it'll work for this. Sometimes it won't, but we're going to try. We're going to see if we can kind of get these guys to stand up just enough for me to figure out position. And then, because I need to know how much room I have for a graveyard. That's kind of the biggest thing. I know you can't see from this angle, but I'll move it in a second. I'm just going to put this on his feet. See if I can stick him in there. So he's going to go, I think, about right on the edge there. You got to have the sign. He really needs to be in front. We're going to put him closer to the edge. Maybe like that. And then we've got our little tombstones. So I've got these moss ones and I've got these Tim Holtz ones. The Tim Holtz ones, I can put those little labels on, the rub-ons. So that's nice. And I don't know if I have room for more than two. Stay, dude. I need you to stay. Just stay for a minute. I know it's difficult for you. There. It's such a crazy thing. All right, so, and then the tombstones, we're going to be kind of just back here. The gate can be open or closed, doesn't really matter. I'll try to move this sideways in a second so you can see. That's why I'm trying to use this putty. Hopefully I have enough. So if I put one here, I would love to have two. Put one. He's falling. Falling. Stay. I don't want to tape you here. We'll put this behind your hand. Stick you to maybe we'll put this behind your hand and stick you to the barrel. He's got embossing powder on him, so he's kind of slick. All right, there, stay. She's falling too, so I'm running out of putty. Stay. Okay. And really? Just stay for a minute. All right, and then the other tombstones here, and they don't have to be right next to each other. They can be staggered. So I also got to put that sign. It's a lot. It's kind of a lot on this. I might put the candles out front here, maybe. Oh, this is my broken candle. That's okay. I can maybe stick it to this one. I'm going to be putting that ground in there so it'll help support it. I don't know if the candles work. They're kind of big. We'll think about that. I might just put bones or something. I don't know. Okay. What else was there? Anything? The sign. Where's the sign at? I'll find it in a second. All right. So this mound, I'm thinking I might could stick it behind him. Maybe move this back just a fraction. My putty came off. Putty sticks pretty well, but it sticks pretty well. So if you try to pull it off, it doesn't necessarily want to come. I'm going to pull you back up just a fraction. Like there. Yeah. And then this one I want on the outside because it's got the creepy hand coming out of it. So he's going to go. I might have to. Ooh, that's stiff. I'm definitely going to have to work some ground around it. Right, so I would love them to be more staggered. Maybe there. And then the sign. The sign's going to go here somewhere. Sign, where'd you go? I had you a minute ago. There you are. So, I have a whole stick of this somewhere. That's the key. No. It's probably in a box. All right, we'll make do with what I've got. All right, we're gonna steal some of her putty. Taking some of your putty, sweetie. Be patient with me. There you go. Okay. What was I doing? The sign. All right, sign. See if I can stick to it. Sign's gonna go, I think. I'd love it to point the right way, but logically it's probably not going to be able to. What if I put it back there? No, I don't like it back there. Yeah, I think I like it here. It's just the pointing is probably not going to be accurate. I might put it over there. I'd have to move her out further. Just don't know if I have room. All right, let's try that. I'm going to show you this upright. I'm going to try if it doesn't fall. See if everything stays. Oh, the barrel's not attached. No. See if I can kind of attach it with this tiny piece of putty. Will you stay long enough for me to show? There we go. So if I do it like this, white, then I've got graveyards back there. I've got a sign somewhere here on the edge. Both of them are holding him. I might need to turn him so he's facing this way a little bit better, but I can't do it right this second. And then the tombstones back here somewhere. This one might need to come back. Whoops, we lost Our Lady. That one might need to come back a little further. And maybe I'll turn that one back in there just a little further. But I think it'll all fit. And that's kind of what I'm trying to see. So yeah, I think I can make it all fit. It's crazy. It's, you know, but I think it'll work. I know it's a little busy. But, you know, you got to have stuff going on. So let me pull all the putty off these guys. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Probably should have taken a picture because I'll forget. No, I won't forget. All right, let me just gather up my tacky putty. very handy tool for figuring out stuff. So yeah, I will probably put him facing more that way. And I think I'm just gonna maybe hot glue him in there. I don't know how I'm gonna put him in there. But his feet I think makes sense because he's just got them bent like at the knee. So I'm just gonna leave them popped up like that. I don't know. Kind of makes sense, right? Putty sticking. Not that it matters because I'm gonna cover up the ground anyway. All right, so that's what we'll do. So we need the tombstones to have some names on them. We probably should grunge them up a little more. And then, so I'll grunge up those, and we're gonna make a little more dirt. Maybe a pile for here, a pile for here, because there's really nothing going on in those two spots. And I don't know how long it's gonna take for it to dry. I don't know. It might be all right if I just stick it on there. But we'll try to get that to that this evening before I'm done. So that's the plan. Those have some heft. They're very heavy. That one warped a lot. It's kind of bent, and it's solid. Once it's glued, it's dried, you ain't bending that back. If it doesn't dry flat, then it doesn't dry flat. And I don't know how to really fix that. But I guess I won't be using these. I'll use them for something at some point, but not for that. And then the skeleton will go on the top with the lantern. And then I may add these little pieces just randomly. Not sure if I'm going to cut them or not. And maybe a skull here or there. You know, maybe I'll put a skull there or here. I don't know. I didn't have my skulls out, so. All right, so that's the plan. Let's do the dirt. Throw all my stuff back in so I don't lose it. We'll leave the dirt out for a second. And I'll probably just grunge these off camera. They do have some grit paste on them I added. You can't really see it very well, but it is there. So I can feel it. I think they just need to be a little darker maybe. I'm not sure about the color. I don't like the new color. I liked last year's color. But anyway. Alright, so dirt. So there's lots of ways you can do dirt. What I did is I just grabbed a base of some cardstock just because. And so you can use tea leaves. This is some of that. Let me get my tweezers. This is some of that moss. It's just little bits of it. And that's some tea leaves. I've got some coffee. It's just from a used, I grabbed these silicones because when I put it in here, it wasn't quite dry. So I threw some silica gels in there. So this is just from like a Keurig pot. So it's just used coffee. Smells good. It's that haunted house brownie stuff. It's strong smelling. And then I have different faux mosses that I have. There's some greens and some browns. And you can just tear up little bits of that. I get those from hobby stores. Sometimes Dollar Tree has them. I've gotten moss there before. They're pretty good about having random stuff. I do have some sand. I don't know if I used any in this. I might have used a little bit. I think I did. So the sand was white sand, and I just colored it with some alcohol ink. So it's now got some browns and greens and stuff, so it's just a mix. I think I added a little bit of burnt umber or something in that. So I just mixed up a few different random things. You could use sawdust if you have a bunch of sawdust from sanding wood. You can use sawdust to do it. There's so many things you can use. But I do like the way the coffee in it works, and the moss. Sawdust is a little messier, I think. But they'll all work. They really will. And then you just need some PVA glue of some sort. It could be Elmer's, the normal stuff, but that's more expensive. Just use some Elmer's glue all, guys. The Elmer's glue all isn't extra strong. It's more like PVA. It's not like just basic Elmer's. So I would use this. Throw some down. And then grab your coffee. Find something to stir with. It could be just a popsicle stick, or it could be a little silicone type thingy. I don't remember what I used last time. I might have used a silicone thingy. I don't know. But then just grab your bits. So I'm going to throw some coffee in there. I'm going to stick it on this, but this is for mixing. Okay, so we're going to get coffee, a little bit of sand, just for some grit, and we're going to use some of this moss just to give it a little more texture. I might need more glue than that. So I usually just tear up the moss so it's real tiny. So just tear it up. It just adds a nice texture. Okay, so moss, and then you could use a little of the greenery from your green moss, but honestly I usually just throw that more on top. So I'll try to use this. Let's see if I can get this to mix up. You just start mixing, and then you just kind of judge how much coffee you need. You could do the tea leaves too. There's not a lot of difference between the tea leaves and the coffee. I think the coffee is a little thicker ground, at least mine is, unless you're grinding it for maybe espresso or something. I grind mine for those refillable cured type pots, the little gold pot, because I use a refillable one and put my own coffee in there. So you just mix it all up till it looks about the consistency you want. You need to make sure it's somewhat sticky. Stickier it is, the more you can shape it. Okay, and the glue will dry clear once it's dry, so you won't see all that glue. It's white right now. And then I just add it to whatever I'm going to use. In this case, I'm using this. So I'm going to do a couple of different pieces. Like I said, I just want a small piece, and then it's for a corner. But I like giving it just some shape. If I was to do this all on this surface at once, I think it would just take forever to dry. And by doing this, and then I can add these pieces in with a little bit of glue, I think it won't take quite as long, because I want them to be bumpy. So another one that's kind of bumpy, and I'll probably just do I'll do like 3 random pieces, and then we can hopefully fit them somewhere on this project. And they don't absolutely have to stick to this paper, but it does kind of help it to have a flatter base to glue down, I think. So I'm trying to get it to stick to the paper first, and then give it some shape however I want once it's kind of stuck. So I'm just giving it a little bit of shape. Yeah, that's probably good. It'll just give me some hills and stuff. And then also, if I'm putting the paper dolls and stuff, I can maybe put one to help them stand up, because right now it's just this, and it doesn't have any way to hold their little paper doll legs. I'll show you what I mean. Where did I put them? Okay, like she doesn't have legs, but he has like legs. She has a flat base. So if I have a piece of this that's, say, kind of flat on the edge there, like so, then I can push her up on that one side and it'll give more support. This thing is spinning. Let me make sure you guys are still with me. Okay, it's just my phone's froze. Okay, so I'm gonna make one piece, I think, right there. I don't want that much there, so I'm gonna pull some of that off. So that's gonna be to help her stand, I think. That's a good idea. So I'll do that, and then I'll do a couple of small pieces to help him stand. He's got that one foot is raised. I don't know if you can hear. This takes a while to dry, so you got time to play with it. All right, do you see how it's raised? Okay, so I have to think about that. That's going to have some support somehow. So having a mound of dirt or something that I can fit around that foot might help a lot. At least that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to see. I'm just going to stick them in there because I can wipe it off of him right now. So I'm going to kind of fit that about where I think I need it with his little foot. I'm sticking them in there, but I don't know if the spots will stay. They might. They might not. But that looks pretty good. Okay. So I'm just going to let that dry like that. And then this one will be for her dress. And then here, we'll put one for the back of her dress. If I can get a little bit of this off there. Just some of it. I'll put one for the back. If it starts getting too dry, you can always add more glue. I'm going to have it all over my fingers. All right, so this will be for the back of the dress. And it can just be a similar shape. Yeah, I might need just a fraction more glue on there. It's getting a little bit difficult to work with. Okay. So I'm just going to flatten that one side. And then hopefully that'll give me a spot for her. I think that'll really help them stand up because I was a little worried about that, how I'm going to get them to stand. Hopefully that'll work. Let me clean my fingers off. But once they dry, like I said, once they dry, they are hard as a rock. Definitely very stiff material. So I'm hoping that this one, the leg, will stay with a little bit of impression there. I'm going to try to, let me add just a fraction more. I'm trying to make a spot for his foot to stick into. And then I'm going to try to put like a kind of a hole. I just don't know if it's going to be, this is just a random mound, so I don't know if it'll be, I don't know if the glue will shrink and it will change. It might not. So I'm just going to see if I can squish him in there and see about where I need to put a hole. His feet kind of make a hole, but not perfectly. I'll push a little more in the front here. Like I said, you got plenty of time to play with this. And I don't care if his feet are below ground a fraction. That's not too bad. Okay. So that's where that's going to go. Let me wipe his little feet off. We'll see if it works. I think it'll work. I've never tried it, I mean, honestly. So I've got the little impressions there. Can I see them? I think I can see them. I'm just going to push this in ever so slightly with this popsicle stick. maybe. And if I don't get quite enough, I can add grit paste to it, but I just want something to start with. Yeah, I think that'll give me something to start with. If I can remember where they are. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm going to set that aside, let it dry. Hopefully it dries flat. I can try to keep straightening out the cardboard to make sure it stays flat. That's kind of the key, is making sure that whatever you glue it onto stays flat. So we'll see if I can't get that to stay flat. This one stayed pretty flat. This one did not. But like I said, I'll just add grit paste anywhere that is not working. Okay, let's set this aside somewhere. Okay, let me put it over here. That's how I'm going to do my ground. I'm not going to do it now because it'll be a problem for me to hold everything. All right, my little pieces. Get him. All right, now, where's my silicas? This is, I save those from packages, and anytime I feel like I need it in something, I just throw them in there. Just keep them away from, you know, kids and animals. Okay. I gotta fix my iPhone because I can't see y'all's chat. It has froze again. Come on. All right. There. Okay. So we're gonna work on the inside. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I need my little thingies I was using last time. I think I was using a can, but I'm gonna use a stack of wood here. Yeah, that's about the right height. Okay. So we need to just see where I'm at in the camera. There. Start putting stuff in here. Probably should have my hot glue turned on. Let me turn that on real quick. Move this ink out of the way. Plug my hot glue in. I need a better hot glue gun. I like this one, but it's hard to get into small areas. I need like a really tiny one. Okay, so did I glue that down? I think I did. Let me see. Yep, that's glued in. Okay, that's glued in. So we're gonna put stuff. Let's turn on these lights. Just make sure everything's still working. So this is the lights that go on the top shelf, I think. So this goes up for the lantern, which I'm going to try to feed through there. I'm just going to we'll take 2 of them for the lantern, I think. I don't know that I need to, but I'm just going to stick those up there. And then that leaves a couple for that top shelf somewhere. And then this is for this middle shelf, and then this is for underneath. So let's see, what pieces do we have? We have a crystal ball. We have some candles. Random candles. We have our little skeleton dude. Not sure which candles I'm going to use. I'm just going to pull them all out. and our mortar and pestle. If I can find this little pestle part. Oh, there it is. Mortar and pestle. And then skulls are floating around here somewhere. Where did I hide the skulls? Bones and skulls. Here's a little one. Okay, bones and oops. Those in there. We're going to stay together. Right, probably mostly small ones. I'll put one big one, but I don't know if I'll use it. I don't think I want too many of these others. I might use, oh, that's not, where are the Tim Holtz ones? Did I use them all last year? I probably did. I think that was a Tim Holtz one. And that one. So yeah, I have a few left. I don't know if I'm going to use them, but throw them out there. I'm going to keep some of these skulls because I don't know if I'm going to use them in the graveyard. They're 3 different sizes, so you got to kind of, so, what do we got? We got this size, and I think there's a smaller one even. Yeah, that one. A little bit smaller, so that's probably good. What was I looking for? I was looking for all kinds of things. We got books, lots of books. Here, I'll just dump them. Oh, there's another skull. A candlestick I don't need. So, I didn't actually do a ton of books, but I did a few. Hopefully I don't need more than that. I thought I made more than this, but I'm not seeing them. Interesting. Some of them are made and some of them aren't. Alright, scrolls. Scrolls. Random scrolls. One. I got a lot of scrolls in here. Probably won't use them all, but alright, there's my scrolls. If I need more books, I can always make more, but I think I'll be alright. Potion bottles are all in there. And is that all? I think that's everything. Alright. So we've got our apothecary cabinet. So I want to make sure that I have enough for this apothecary cabinet. So I might do it first. So it is going here. Now I want to make sure that I use the little ones for that. Let me get my pad for that hot glue before I get it all over the place. I forgot to grab it. Okay. So we got little bitty potion bottles in here somewhere. So let's see. They're flatter because this isn't very deep. So I know I want these flatter ones in here. I think I had 2 of them, maybe. I only see one. Why do I only see one? I'm 90% sure I bought a second batch of those. Alright, these little bitty short ones, I want one of them at least on the top of the shelf. Because the top of this shelf doesn't have a lot of height, but I know that this little short one will fit there. Can you see that? I know it's hard to see with the light. But that one will fit there, so I want at least one for there. So that's going to go inside. This is going to go here. So here's another one of these little ones. We'll put one in here. And then potion book, I think. This is magical creatures. One of these says potions. That one says potions. We'll put one of these, I think, here. Figure out where to move them to. I just gotta. It does open up, but I don't think I wrote anything in this one. Yeah, no, there's nothing on the inside, so it's just empty pages. So I'm probably just gonna stick it on one of these shelves. I'm not sure if I want to stick it maybe sideways. I don't know. I can't stick it laying down. It won't work. This potion one has actual, you can open it. So wherever I put that, I want it to stay to where it can be looked through, kind of. So probably not in here. Although technically you could open the door and look through it. Technically. I'll think about that. What is this one? Magical creatures. We got 2 of those. Anything in that? Yeah. Something small. Maybe this one. Maybe I'll just stack the books like that or something. And then scrolls can go just about anywhere. Back some of them sideways maybe. I don't think I want a candle in here. I mean, I guess it could be a stored candle. Obviously, it wouldn't be a lit candle. Scrolls. Will one of these tiny skulls fit? Yes. Good. Okay. And then maybe just more plain scrolls. Good sideways, because this isn't very deep. I gotta use the tinier ones. Put one there. I'm not gluing them into place. I'm just kind of tossing them. And then maybe one that's sitting up. I gotta save some of these scrolls for up on top. I want some of those plain rolled ones. This I'd love to put on the table, kind of open somehow, so I'll try to put that on the table. What is this one? It's got like a little gem. I need a couple more potion bottles. I know that if I put the other potion bottles, I can't shut this door very well. Because I think all of these are thick, and I think these are too tall. Yep, those are too tall. Just throw a couple in there. If I put them where the holes are, okay, do you see there's a hole in there for the cabinet? If I put that bottle there, and then I have the hole in the glass hitting at just that spot, I can still kind of get the door to shut. So I'll put one there, and I'll put one here. So let's move this one down here. So that one's flat. And one more, maybe a interesting looking one. What about blue? Maybe. Like that one. Let's do that blue one there. This one has an eyeball, so I want to put that one in the other one. It says eyeball soup. Just too big for this. Yep. Okay. Should I put a candle? I do have that broken candle I could throw in there. It's floating around here somewhere. Let me find it. So I broke it when I was trying to drill it. I might get some of this wick off. It's a little overkill. Ideally, it needs to be glued. I'm just going to throw some collage medium on it. I don't like the whatever he used on here fraying. Let's see if I can get it to stick together. I'll trim it down just a fraction. That's better. So we'll stick this in here somewhere. Okay, now the fun part. Let's see. I think that's all we're going to put in that cabinet. So let's see if we can do this. I know hot glue will work pretty well. It seems to be holding everything else great. But I'm probably going to use some collage medium too, I think. Yeah, I think I'll use collage medium. I know all the makers use it all the time and it seems fine. Why does this lighting seem weird? Oh, it's because I'm blocking half of it. Is that a little bit better? A little bit better. Okay, let's zoom in so you can see the apothecary cabinet. Not that much. Okay, so should I spread these books out a little bit better? Gosh, I didn't make enough books. Why do I have no books? It's like I'm missing a container or something. I think I just thought I made them. That's my guess, is I had the covers and I thought because I had the covers that I had already made them. But I didn't seem to make very many. A lot of these are really tall. Now, we're going to go with what we have. Well, I guess I'll put the magical creatures one in there too. Do both of these read? Yeah, they both read. Okay. All right. So I know I want that there. Absolutely 100%. So I'm going to put some collage medium. I'm just going to try to use both collage medium and hot glue. I don't know how well it'll work. So I'm going to put a little bit of collage medium just on the bottom there. The rim I don't think touches. And then I'll put hot glue like right here. And maybe here. I hope I can get it in there without burning myself. Where's my tweezers? I only got a second to move you. Make sure that window's in the right spot. Okay. All right. The hot glue dried already. We'll use collage medium for the scrolls. So I want that there. I want this one here. So I'm putting the things that I know have to go in a certain spot. Where's this door hit? That side. It's possible this collage medium will hold, but it would have to dry. It takes so long to dry. I'm just going to put it a little bit this time and see if I can get it in there before it dries. It's the hard part. I can't. I'm aiming horrible. My aim is bad. All right, does that hit right? It's not terrible. Like I said, if the hot glue does come loose, the collage medium should hold. You can always shove a little more in there. It does shrink and it dries clear, so shove a little more in there. All right, and then I think I want this here, so we'll put that first. God, they're so hard to hold. I put gems on both sides. Doesn't show very good there. I think I'm gonna stick it up here. It does. The window doesn't. This is a pretty bottle with this little red gem, so I would like it to show. And that curve there is hiding it too much. So we're going to put it right there. So I guess I'll put the collage medium on the bottom and the hot glue on the top. Oops, hitting everything. You wouldn't think it'd be so hard to aim. It's kind of crooked. Okay, and then it's not bad. I'd love to be able to peek through it. Let's see. Probably just not. Oh, that's really. What are you doing? The hot glue dried. Awful. I'm hoping the collage medium will hold it. I just don't know. We're just going to shove a bunch of collage medium on there and hope for the best. The problem is it doesn't hold it instant, so that creates a little bit of a dilemma. Get that little piece of glue out of there. All right. I think if I put mythical creatures or magical, I'm going to open it just slightly. I'm going to try to stick it there. Yeah, that's just not going to stay. It won't stay long enough for me to... Hold on. I got to put a little hot glue on it somewhere. Put some there. And then let the glue on the bottom hopefully hold it in place. That hot glue dries super fast. I wonder if it's because my fan is on. Might be. All right, let's just do... I don't really want to put hot glue on this one. I'm trying to see where it's going to hit. I think it's just going to hit here. I wonder if I should switch to art glitter some, just because it dries faster. Maybe. They're starting to hold. All right, little potion bottle was there. Where'd it go? Oh, we only had, maybe it is this one. Will that even show there? Let me see. Let me look at the window. Not really. We'll put it up here. Doesn't show there very good. Could put it there. So there's two there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put two there. Maybe a scroll in between or something. Let's see. If I put it there. Gosh, it's so hard. Put a scroll at an angle. Yeah, no. What else could I put there? I have this scroll. It's a little taller. That might work. Let's try putting this scroll. And then this one's going to go. Stay. You know, I'm only going to have a second. I probably should have done the glue last. Everywhere. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. And we have the skull. See, look good there? Oh, it's not going to work there. What about here? turn them sideways and get them in there. Question is, can I put glue and hot glue? Just a drop of hot glue. I'm hoping that the hot glue just helps it not to move so much. Okay, stay. And then a bunch of scrolls there, I think. So we've got this one. We got this red one. Yeah, something like that. We'll try to turn it sideways if we can. So some glue through here. And just a drop of hot glue. My cat is somewhere. I can hear him moving. Go sideways. Okay. Spider webs. Ah. They're everywhere. That's down. We gotta do something here. What are we gonna do here? I said I wanted to do this little candle somewhere. Let's look. Let's see where it fits. We could put it on top of something, maybe. Oh, maybe it'll go there. Will it fit there? It will fit there. Now this one's gonna be tricky because it's got a big old hole in it. Tempted to try to fill it. You know what? I'm just going to try to fill it with some hot glue real quick and let it dry for a second. So we're just going to set that there. Let that dry for a second because it's just got that huge hole. More squirrels, more books. Where's my books? We need one of the potion books. So let's put this one down here. Can we set it on top of something? I guess I could set it sideways on some scrolls, maybe. Just raise it up a little bit because it'll get lost there. So a couple of plain scrolls, like this one. Can't hold it with my fingers. All right, so a little bit there. Try to use it to get some height out of that. Yeah, maybe something else there, maybe a little one. Yeah, maybe that one. Okay. That's the empty one. Do I care? It's not like you can really read it, but you can kind of see in there. I'm hoping that glue dries better than it is right now. I'm tempted to shove some more in there. Okay, shove some in the bottom here. Yeah, let's do that. Same thing here. I'm just going to shove some on the bottom, see if it'll dry. Okay. And then book. I'm going to save that one for the stand. We'll use this one that you can't really technically read. It's going to go there, so I think door doing? Not too bad. And then one more hole. Is our candle dry? Not quite. Almost. I guess more scrolls, more books, potion bottles. I don't think I have any more small potion bottles. Because I only had the 2 and I want one for the top of the shelf. I thought about another set of those, but I guess not. If I did, I've lost them. I don't see them in here. Chances are they didn't have any more when I went back to the store. That's typically what happens. So maybe just more scrolls. I don't have a lot of places for scrolls, so. And that book. Not sure if I want it there because it's off balance from the other book. Do it this way. Maybe I'll put one in front. Alright, so I'll put that there, and then I'm going to put, does this have a top or a bottom? It does have a top or a bottom. Alright. Have another bottle of that. It's getting low. Just a drop. Okay, and then I'm going to set a scroll in front. What's a good one? Oh, maybe that one. That one looks cute. It's purple. Okay, and then this one. Go the other way. Okay. And then we were going to put that candle there. Yep, that's pretty dry now. Alright, so I'll put regular glue on the base. And I'm going to add a little more hot glue. Let's see if I can hold this somehow. Can I? Maybe. Without it popping out. Ah! I knew it was going to do that. Stay. Okay, got it. I think that works. All right, so we got our cabinet full. Okay. And we've got those between the holes so that the door shuts for the most part. I don't know if it's going to have a latch or not. I may throw one on there, but as long as it mostly shuts, it should be fine. Okay, so there's that cabinet. And that's going to go on the door, but I'm not going to stick it on just yet. We got to start filling this up with some stuff. Let's see. So this one's trickier. We'll start with that top. So these lights are just basically going to go behind whatever I'm putting on there. So I'm going to just kind of stick them at the base of this shelf. Let's see if I can do it. So bend it there. Come over this way. Put that one there. And come over this way. side one's a little confusing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that because that's not, it's actually not an ideal spot for that. Might need it on the top. Yeah, I think I'm going to shove it up on the top if I can get it to stay. Oh my gosh, I need really tiny hands for this. All right, we're just going to stick it on the top, and hopefully whatever I put, try not to cover that hole. Maybe about there. I'm just going to try to stick it. If I can get it to stay. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Get that one out of the way. Nope. Nope. There. Dry. I'm trying not to glue the light. You're not supposed to get glue on the light. I'm not sure what it does, but it says not to, so I'm gonna try not to. Sustain, kind of, sort of. All right, and then that one can come along the back wall. If I can shove it in there. Oh, I need something flat. These are going to go on the back here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just gotta see if I can get the glue in there. Hold on, bear with me. I gotta move it. Yeah, right. All right, 1 second. I can't get the angle, so. Go. Just attach. Okay. We're going to cover it with stuff, but I just needed to stick at least long enough for me to cover it. Alright, so there's that shelf. So we got to throw some stuff up there. I think I want to do a smaller potion bottle for sure. I'll put this in front of this light if I can. So I might put a scroll behind it just for support. Maybe a couple of the little scrolls. Maybe a bigger book. Well, a bigger book will work. Put that one there. It's too tall. Do enough of the little ones. You won't be able to see them. I just really need filler. What can I fill in there? Maybe I'll just throw a bottle back there and just have it sideways or something. Not one of the really cool ones though. One of the less cool. Here, we'll do this snake one that's broken. Alright, my glue's not reaching that far. Alright, a little bit of glue there. We'll put some on the bottom. A little bit of glue here. And hope we can squeeze it in there without burning ourselves. Alright, in you go. Just in front of that light somewhere. Are you wanting out, Kava? Give me a second, buddy. Okay, there. That goes there. And then I'm going to try to put this one in front of that. I'd love a filler back there, though. Trying to see what I can use. I just don't really have much filler stuff. The bones are too big. Oh, we're just gonna stick it. It doesn't matter. All right, not with all that glue on there. I'll let my cat out in a minute. All right. Collage medium on there, on the bottom. I'm not trusting the hot glue, so I'm just putting it on the very top. And then I'm promptly dropping the bottle where it doesn't go. Oh, you know what? I need it on the side. I need to attach to that other bottle temporarily. Okay. Kind of, sort of. Are you going to stay? I think I got it. Okay. Whew. And maybe a scroll back there just to kind of fill in that spot. Do one of these little ones. Debating where I want the glue. I think I want on the bottom. And maybe just a drop of hot glue on the top. Let's see if that works. Just gonna set it sideways there. Can you even see in there? I hope you can see in there. I'm trying to do an angle where you can kind of see in there. I know it's not the best setup. I think you can. Okay. And then we need a skull or something. We wanted that big book. Where's that big book? I lost it. Is that it? No. This one. This one. I want this big book there. I think it'll fit. Let me see. I don't like the lights in front of it, or right there on it. Unless I maybe cut it off. I don't want the lights touching it. I might just cut it. So I like the book there, but I don't want it that deep. So I'm just going to cut it, guys. I know. It is what it is. Nobody will see it. The pieces just flew everywhere. That's hilarious. So this will be in the back. But we're just going to glue it to the... I'm going to put one. It's mostly just going to be collage medium. And maybe just a drop of hot glue. I don't even think it needs the hot glue, but we'll put just a tiny drop. Let's see if we can get it over here without touching it. I just want it in front of those lights. The lights aren't really hot, but I don't really want it on top of them. So, okay, my collage medium is very thick. Tim Holt says, so I assume it really does. All right, that's good. And then, can we fit anything else in there? I guess a couple scrolls, maybe. Candle, maybe. Do I have a little candle somewhere? Do I want a little candle there? No, we'll save the candles for the floor because I'm gonna put lights in most of them. Let's do just a little scroll. A fatter one. I do have a fatter one. Okay. There's some on the bottom. And I don't know if this is going to touch, but we're guessing if it'll touch. I'm trying to set it sideways. Did I get it? I think I did. Okay, good. Couple of scrolls. And now we need our second shelf. I'm standing again. That's going to kill me. My back is going to be a mess. There's no way to do it. I can't, because the camera has to be high, I can't sit and do it. I have to stand over it. crystal ball. I think I'm going to put it on the desk. I think so. So maybe one of the bigger skulls. I'll lay this out a little bit first. So a bigger skull maybe. Is it too big? It's not if I turn it sideways. Okay, and then I think I want the eyeball one where you can see the eyeball. So either on the desk or on the floor. This blue one maybe. Go here somewhere. What else do we have? We got all kinds of colors. Red, blues. Throw a bunch of these in there. And what else? There's a green one. A little bit tricky to hold. Spider webs. Got a whole rainbow going on there. Turn around. Do you want all three of them there like that? Is it too much? Let's see. What else could I shove in there? I throw a couple of scrolls in between maybe. This will be angled a little bit more, so maybe a narrower one. Do I want the blue or the red? Let's change the blue one maybe down there. Do I have any smaller ones? I have a taller one, but that's too tall probably. I have this white one. Kind of like the white. I guess I could put the skull in the middle. Oh my goodness. My poor cat. He's like, you said you were letting me out. I know I did. Alright, I think I might put the skull in between. Let me go let him out. He's going to get mad at me. Okay, you're being very patient. I know. There you go. Alright, so we'll start with that. Oops, Mac pulled all my hair out. Okay, do I have a smaller bottle? I know I had some narrow ones, but I think they're really tall. Yeah, they're really tall. They're going to have to go on the floor or something. Okay. We'll just do that red one there, I think. So we'll start with this red one. It had gel in it, but I think the gel all shrunk. You can't even hardly see it now. Alright, so glue on the bottom. And then maybe, I don't even think it's going to touch. It might touch. It's fat. It probably will touch. A little bit of hot glue. We'll see if it touches. If I can get it in there. It's so tricky. Turn, turn, turn. Yes. Whew. Okay, that one goes there. Then I think the skull. It's very caved in. That means I can't use glue. I could probably put a little bit of glue on the back here. Since the bottom is caved, I'm going to have to use hot glue for sure. It's got like a concaveness to it. Alright, let's see if we can shove that in there. Nope, touch the bottom. There you go. Perfect. Okay. And then a tiny scroll. This one's cute. Do I want that for the desk? It's really cute. Do I have another one with wood? I have this one. Let's see if we have room. I'll have to stick one out. Nope, that's too deep. I guess just these. I just want to see if I can get it in this hole. Yes. Alright, this one I'm just going to put regular glue. it's going to kind of pressure fit in there anyway. Just a little. And then I got this. This says 100% pure black widow spiders. Well, I think they got out because it's just a web now. They escaped. Bunch of glue on the bottom. Get this out of the way. I'll just put a drop here. Try to get that in there. Something like that. Okay. And then Egyptian mummy dust. I think I'll be able to shove another scroll in between here if I scooch it over. Hey, Angela. Well, better late than never, sweetie. It happens. All right, let's see. Okay, and then scroll. Kind of want it angled. Let's see if I can angle it. I'm gonna try to attach it to that back one. Might throw a little bit of glue under there. Kind of like that. That's good. And then we got to figure out a couple of lights. So we're at the desk portion. Oh, I gotta sit for a minute. All right, I'm gonna try to angle this just a bit so I can do the desk somehow. And y'all still see. Not 100% sure how I'm gonna do that. So if I angle it like this, it's not too bad. What can I make this stay? Stay? Maybe. Can you all see that top layer of the... Okay, so we want a light, ideally, and a couple of things. So we've got, so this guy goes on here somewhere. Should I go on the bottom? He's really big. I don't know if I want him there. So I've got a couple of things I want on the table. So I know I want the crystal ball on the table. So that's going to go there somewhere, like in here somewhere, where a light can get in it. And then we'll throw some stuff in the back, just random bottles and stuff. And then maybe a candle, a candle or two on the front. And then our mortar and pestle somewhere on the front. Okay, I think I like him in the corner there. I thought about putting him on the floor. It's one half dozen the other, honestly. But if I put him on the floor, there's the chance he might get in the way of our cabinet. There's less chance he'll get in the way of the cabinet up here. So I think he's safer there. So it looks flat on the bottom. So I should be able to put glue on the bottom. And then I'm not sure if anything else is really going to touch. Maybe his head will touch. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue right there and hope that it goes on the right spot. That glue didn't hit at all. Okay, Where else can I try to do this? Let me look and see where it's hitting. It looks like his hat. I think I can make his hat and maybe the shoulder. Maybe there and there. I just need it to stay long enough for my other glue to dry. All right, that looks good. So put him there. I know the lighting is, I'm gonna try to turn it just a little bit. It's very challenging. All right, and then so I want this crystal ball to be lit and I want a candle to be lit. So this will be for the candle, I think. So let's see if we can get one of these. Kind of pointy. Find a candle that it will fit. That one's good. Alright, so we're going to stick that in there. We're going to trim that wick, because that wick is crazy long. And then I think I'm going to stick this. I don't want to stick it yet. I need to put books first. Alright, we're going to set this aside. We'll shove some books and stuff back there. So this one I want one of them open. So I want a book open on the table, ideally. Something that can be looked through. So ideally this one. So if I put the crystal ball way over here, because that'll be a good spot for its lights. Put this maybe opening here. Love it to be able to be opened. All right, maybe there. And then what else did I have? I had a candle that needed to go in the front. So, in the mortar and pestle. Okay, mortar and pestle. Put that there. And then I could put the candle kind of there. All right, I think that works. Okay, so books in the background can be just random books. Will they fit? Yes. So with this one, we're just going to throw some glue on the, put a little on the bottom, I think. Hope for the best. I put some hot glue on there too. It's going to pressure fit, kind of, sort of. Okay, and then eyeball one I guess I'll put on the floor. And then we got this big one. I might put this big one over there. In front of all those lights. How am I going to do that? It's not really going to stick too much. It might stick to the side. Maybe right there. Alright, glue on the bottom. I'll glue on the side. And hope for the best. This is going to be tricky. Alright, let's see if we can get the hot glue to touch. Yes. Love it. Okay, good. And then some more books in the back. We need some like sideways and different directions, ideally. So we'll put that one sideways. What else do we have? We have this one. A couple sideways. Still got that scroll. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it somewhere you can see it, but I'm not sure where. Let's see. 2. That works. And then maybe a scroll in front. And maybe a scroll on top. Yeah, I can deal with that. Okay, now I gotta get it in there. Alright, I could probably almost do this. Whoa, don't fall. Stay. This whole stack could almost just be done at the same time. So I'm gonna try that. So I'm just gonna glue them together. A bit of glue, a bit of glue. Shove them all together. They don't have to be perfectly straight, you know, because that's not a thing. And then it's not going to dry just yet, but shove a bunch of glue there. A little bit of hot glue for instant effect. And pray I can get it in there. In we go. Is it going? Okay. Push bottle. And scroll. It's not sticking. It will stick, but it's not sticking immediately, which is a problem. So, oh my gosh. I want it in front more. Okay. And what did I have there? I had a scroll or something, wasn't it? Back. This isn't the one I had, but I might do this one. It's got a little gold thingy on it. Okay. Potion bottle, which I lost. Is it that one? Yeah, these little ghosts. Alright, potion bottle. I have so much glue on my fingers. Okay, I'm back here. Sure that's seated. Okay, hopefully that's good enough. And I'll go back through and check it later just to make sure the glue's actually dry and stuff. I was going to put a little scroll between those two. I don't know if I can still do it or not. We're just going to shove one in there somehow. Even if it's just kind of random. Okay, and then where's that candle at? The candle's going to go right there somehow. I think it was this one. Or this one. It was this one. Alright, candle. Are you staying? Those books aren't closed, but they're fine. Alright, candle goes in there. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue. Let's see if I can get this to adhere to the table. before it dries. I know, maybe throw some grit paste or something around it, just to make sure it stays. No, I need more hot glue. Didn't work. Try it again. Dry. Seriously, keep it. I just took you out. I know the collage medium shrinks, so. Sorry, my table's not staying great. So we gotta camouflage these wires. So this one is going into the crystal ball somehow. That's the idea anyway. I'm gonna shove this under there. I can throw grit paste or something on top of this wire, even just paint if I need to. Almost get it under that book. I'll put some glue, but then I'm also going to put some hot glue. Do it without burning myself. Just a bit. Just a tiny drop. I'm going to let that set up for a second before I try to move it. Trying to see if I can see. I think you can. Okay. Crystal ball goes in there. That's going to be a challenge to glue too. Where's my mortar and pestle going? I think right there. That'll help camouflage those wires too. The question is, do I glue that in? I guess I have to, because it'll get lost if I don't. Alright. I'm just going to throw a little bit of hot glue on the bottom of it. I hate to glue it in, but I don't really know another way to do it, so. Alright, and then he's going to go, I think, just right there. Glue the back to. Maybe the books. Maybe. I'll try that. I gotta hold it in a way I want the pestle. I think that way. Just drop a glue there. See if I can get it in there before it dries. Get my horrible stand to work. Okay, crystal ball. It's getting very full, huh? Wow, that took a long time. It's almost 11. Wow. All right, think I can get this in here? This is gonna be a challenge. Luckily, there's a big, huge space, so just gotta get it to where it goes up in there. I think that'll be all right. So the trick is figuring out how to glue this sucker down. I hope those wires are flat enough. Okay, think about there. This has got lots of room. I think they're still a little bit too tall. Oh my gosh, quit falling. Quit falling. I need you to stay. It's a little too tall. I gotta shrink this one down a little bit. Just a little bit shorter. Okay. Is that good? That's good. Alright. I Can't put glue on the inside. I can glue those wires down first. Let's try that. Just a little bit of glue there. Oops, 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 oops. I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying to get them. I want it flat, so. There. Okay. Stay. My poor tweezers. And then I guess I'll just have to put hot glue. I'm gonna put just a little bit of this collage medium on the back, or actually on probably the front, and then I'm gonna put hot glue on the back because I really don't trust the hot glue to last forever, whereas the other tends to work pretty good. My husband's getting in the shower. I apologize for the sound. Okay, how are we on? Alright, that's not bad. Alright. Lots of spider webs. We can just save them and add them for effect. There you go. String a whole bunch of hot glue up. This is not the best stand. The lights are flickering a little. Sometimes they do that. Hopefully it's not short, because that would be bad. It's usually just touching the attachment on the bottom is usually what the problem is, and because I got it sitting right on it. All right, let's see. So these, I have 15 whole minutes. These I want in candles, and probably just in the back. Well, actually, oh, that's not nearly as recessed as I thought it was. I was thinking it was recessed. That's okay. We'll make it work. Candles. So one, I think is not going to be long enough to get into a candle. I don't think. I'm probably going to end up putting it just in the back somewhere. This one I think I can get into a candle. Just got to get the right angle. Okay, and this one I think I can get into a candle. Okay. So let's see what I have left. I have tall and short. I'll probably just use the two short ones and the one tall man, maybe. Something like that. Let's see if I can do this. Whew. Okay. I don't know if I can get that other one. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that third light. I think, you know what, I'm going to try to stick it behind this leg. I don't really want the light showing bright by itself. If it does, I can always paint it amber or something, but with some alcohol ink. But I'd prefer it to be attached. The trick is getting the wires to lay flat and still have enough for my candle. It's not very long. I thought it was longer, but it's not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in that candle. What I might do is just have one in the main candle and not have the other two candles. I don't know if I can get that angle. Let's see. That one won't even go in. Where's the other one? There. All right, if I do these two, this one right here. Put this one right there. That's feasible. All right, we're going to put this candle right there. I'm going to try to put that candle right there. So I'm going to try to shove some glue underneath it and shove some glue on the side and attach it to this leg. Let's see if I can get that stick. No, really? Okay, why aren't you sticking? Hold on. More glue. Just stick to the leg. You're gonna stay. It's the wire. It's trying to pop it back up. I really need it flatter than that. All right, I'm gonna probably have to throw grit paste or something later, but for right now, we're gonna run out of hot glue. Oh my goodness. Okay, bear with me. See if I can get enough of this melted, I can get it in there. Hit the hole. It's messy, but it's on there. All right, and then this one is going to go right next to it. Put a little bit on the bottom of it, if I can get it angled right. Let's see if I can get that wire bent nice and flat. Hopefully. Are you going to bend flat for me? All right, and then we're going to try to attach this next to that other one. Oh, man. Well, the nice thing about hot glue is it'll look like the candle wax. It's drippy. I know it's under the table, which isn't ideal, but I can't get the lights out far enough. So it's just going to have to be unrealistic. I need to cut that wick. Hot glue all over me. Is it sticking? No, of course it's not sticking. I know it's a little unrealistic, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to shove a little bit of that up there. When it dries, I can always paint that hot glue because I'm having to shove a bunch on there. All right, let's see if we can hide these wires. Not too bad. There's so much liquid because it's got a lot of hot glue on it. That's not terrible. I know you can't see a lot. I'll turn it sideways, I promise, in just a second. So I might put more on the floor. What was I going? I was going to put this there. So where can this go? Should I put it here? Should I put it here? I should put it there. Let's maybe throw some more of these bigger potion bottles. Get some real tall ones. This one is Icky, which has like black goo, and then there's another tall one somewhere. Where'd it go? Or maybe I used it? Oh, I did. Okay. So we have an Icky, and then we have, I don't know what that says. I can't read it. So I know I want to use that eyeball. I think I'm just going to stick this in the corner, kind of, sort of, in the eyeball next to it. Let's try that. Alright, so that there. Try to put some of this on the back of this Icky one. Let's stick that over here. Let me see if I can get my angle better for y'all. Can you see it all? I can't tell. It seems dark. My lights won't really get in there. Okay, kind of, sort of. And then I've got that scroll I wanted to put somewhere. I could just throw it on the ground. Like, it could just be laying there like it fell open. So that's fine. We should throw some potion bottles just underneath maybe. Or some skulls or something. We'll put one skull here. That looks cool. Maybe a different one. Like this one. Yeah, like that. And then we'll put the eyeballs somewhere in there. But we'll put the skull first. It's also concave, so it's going to have to be hot glue. Whoops. I'm going to hot glue it to my table. That'll work. Okay, and then I'll do a little of both on this one. I'm going to attach it. I think I'll touch it right there. I'm trying to let the eyeball show. Because it's cool. The sand. I wish that glue dried faster. Just put a little bit of that there. Dry. Okay. What else? The open scroll for sure. Maybe just like that. Should I go this way or that way? I could angle it. I wonder if I could angle it on the flower, on the candle. Candle or on this? Maybe on a skull. I don't want to put it on the candle. It bothers me. I need a bigger skull. These are all my skulls are little. That's alright. We'll use this one. Alright, and then I'm going to try to put a skull here. I'm trying to get myself something to angle it to. I can't come out too far because I got to consider the apothecary cabinet, which has to fit approximately there. I think I'm okay. Let me just double check. Will it go in there? I think it's going to hit. I thought I was far enough back. It's going to hit here. Is it going to be over that? It's hitting the eyeball one. Just slightly. Alright, eyeball one, you got to move backwards just a tiny bit. Sorry. Let me pop you off of there. Try again. Go a little bit further back. Alright, let's try there. I'll cover all this mess up with grit paste if it looks horrible. Get under there. Alright, let's double check this cabinet. Oh my gosh, you're just not going to stick, are you? Okay. I think it's okay. I was going to put it on first, but I didn't even think about it. Alright, so I want the scroll to be somewhere leaning on that. It's tricky. I'm going to try to lean it on the skull, but back far enough. I might put another skull. Do I have a smaller one? Put another one. I'm going to make this work. I'm just trying to give it things to sit on. And we can put a couple more scrolls here and there. But this one I want to make sure I get in there. Doesn't have to make absolute sense. It's just a scroll that was dropped on the floor or something. And it's just sitting there. Kind of sort of open. one spot, and then I gotta check for fit. Oh my gosh, just get a little bit glue on the bottom of you. Oh my gosh, I lost my eyeball thing again. Stick. Yeah, I just there, that's where it wants to go. All right. I just gotta get it to stick. Dry hot glue. Our icky bottle is looking really icky because it's got all kinds of hot glue on the outside of it. Do not go in the back. Alright, once I get that collage medium to set up, it'll be alright. 5 billion strings. Okay, let me just double check if this is going to slide in there. Yes, okay. Alright, I said just a scroll on the floor. There's a cute one. Where's the one with the beads? We'll do the one with the beads. Actually, I might put the one with the beads up here. Yeah, I like it there. It's just got little beads on it. Can I just hot glue it? Probably. Let's try. I want it to be at an angle if I can get it in there. Tweezers. Maybe there. It's gonna stay. Maybe, maybe not. I think I'm gonna need grit paste or something on it. I need 6 hands. I'm past my time, aren't I? I bet I am. I hope he doesn't care. He's already in the shower. Time is almost 11. My alarms will start going off, so I gotta be careful. Let's see. We need another scroll on the floor. I'll just throw some regular glue on it. Tweezers. There. Just gonna shove it over here. It'll stick. It may not stick immediately, but it'll stick. Stay right there. And then anything else? Did I even put that potion? I did not. Oh well. I didn't put the potion book. I don't know where I was going to put it. I don't see it. I assume I didn't put it. I have one in the other one though, so it's in the apothecary cabinet. I debate if I was to get it anywhere. Oh, excuse my yawning. I could put it on top. There is a spot on that other big book. You wouldn't be able to read it, but it does say it on the side too. I'm just looking. So I don't think there's room anywhere else. No room there. I filled this guy up. I could put it there, you wouldn't be able to read it. I think I'm just gonna... I'm at a loss. Nobody's gonna read it anyway. I'm just gonna stick it up on top of that other book in the back. You won't really be able to see it that much, but it'll be there. I'll know it's there. So we're just gonna stick it there. Okay, that's all we can do tonight. I got pretty far though. Can't do the ground. I'll do the ground later. But let me show you what we got. Okay, so if you look up under there, that's our top shelf. So we've got a couple of books, the potion bottles, a scroll in the corner. Okay, and then our second shelf, got some potion bottles and everything. We've got this one in the back here. My focus, I really can't tell because I'm like an inch from the camera. And then our light, crystal ball, that's got glue on it, it'll dry sooner or later. Candle there. I may throw more skulls in there just to fill in the area. And that there. I had a window I was going to put here, but I don't know if it's going to fit, so I'm just going to wait. And then all of our bottom stuff. So light-wise, that's what we're dealing with. Okay. So a little bit of light going on. So it's cute, right? It's getting there. All right, so that is it for tonight. We'll attach the door and stuff next time. I'm not sure if I'm waiting until next Monday. Next Monday is the 28th, and it's really close. I may jump on an extra day, or I may wait. I just don't know. We'll see. We'll see how my week goes. All right, guys, because it's just taking me forever. All right. I can almost glue this on. I'm not sure what I'm going to glue it on with. I haven't decided. I may glue it on without y'all, okay? Because it's going to have to sit up and be in a position where I can clamp it. But it's going to get glued on here. It's possible I won't do it on camera. But I'll show you when I'm done because it has to fit in there for it to close. And I'm going to definitely have to clamp it because it's heavy. All right, guys. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. And y'all have a wonderful day. I will be back on Wednesday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.